Okay, we're back with the weekly Opine Sports second installment, final installment, commentating on The Last Dance. Why this helmet, you ask? Well, for the last 50 years, at this time of year, I'm in Indianapolis attending the Indy 500. Obviously not happening this weekend. Also want to give a shout out with this helmet to NASCAR for bringing back big time sports. Great job last Sunday with the race at Darlington Raceway in South Carolina. Now, The Last Dance. Phil, the Zen Master Jackson. What a great coach, one of the great coaches of all time. 6 NBA championships with the Bulls. Validated that it was not a fluke by winning 5 more with the Los Angeles Lakers. Phil did a masterful job of handling oversized egos on both the Bulls and the Lakers on his way to 11 championships. So why did the Bulls fire Phil Jackson? I call it Jealous Jerry's. Team owner Reinsdorf, general manager Krause. The envy those two had overwhelmed them and forced them into a terrible decision to start a rebuild while the Bulls were still winning championships with Michael Jordan and Phil Jackson. Clearly, the Bulls had more in the tank. As Michael said, he felt they could win a 7th championship in '99. But oh no, the Jealous Jerrys took the team apart, and their purported rebuild is still taking place. As far as the interviews with Michael Jordan, authentic, funny, charming, displayed the mental toughness that made him the champion that he was. Dogged pursuit of winning championships, and to use as motivation even the smallest slight. Imagined slights would get Michael motivated to do the things he did, the incomparable things that Michael Jordan did. My one beef with Michael is he is incapable of participating in political and social issues. He won't say a thing about anything. He's completely mute. And Michael, you are loaded, my man. You're a gazillionaire. Nike's not going to drop you. Yes, there may be some folks who won't buy your Air Jordan sneakers if you say something that offends them or that they don't like. Who cares? There's a bigger picture here. One thing I did not like about The Last Dance was we did not hear from either of Michael's wives, his first wife Juanita, who was with him during the 90s dynasty, or his current wife. Do not understand why we were not allowed to hear from them and see what they have to say about the greatest of all time. Dennis Rodman, please go away. Please go someplace. Go to North Korea. Hitch a ride on that Richard Branson spaceship. Whatever you got to do, please go away. Do not need any more Dennis Rodman. The Jerry Reinsdorf, the team owner, the spin that he tried to apply to why that team was taken apart, not buying it, Jerry. Not buying it. You blew it. You messed up. You and Jerry Krause assembled a championship roster, championship team, and then you took it apart for no apparent reason other than your massive ego, jealousy. There's a reason why the Bulls do not attract big name free agents. For 22 years, the Bulls cannot attract, they can't sign a big name free agent because these free agents do not trust this franchise. They do not trust ownership. They think the franchise and ownership are old-fashioned. They look at the fact that the Bulls have a sour relationship with Michael Jordan. I mean, think about that. The greatest player in franchise history, the greatest player in NBA history, arguably the greatest player in team sports history, and the Bulls do not have a functioning relationship with Michael Jordan. Free agents see that, they want no part of it. The owner, this is one of those cases where the owner gets too big for his britches and allows things to fall apart. Look at the Dallas Cowboys back in the 90s. They were the NFL dynasty of the 90s. The Cowboys won 3 Super Bowls in 93, 94, 96. And Jerry Jones, there must be something about a guy named Jerry, decided he was bigger than the product that was actually delivering the championship, delivering the Super Bowls. Now, it's been 23 years since the Dallas Cowboys won their last Super Bowl. The Last Dance. Scottie Pippen. He already complaining, saying he was portrayed in a not positive fashion. Well, Scottie, let me say this to you. First of all, I'm a fan of Scottie Pippen, Hall of Famer, top 50 NBA player of all time. I'm a fan. But Scottie, when you refuse to take the court with 1.7 seconds left in a critical playoff game, that is going to dog you the rest of your life. It shouldn't be the first thing people think about when they think Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen should be thought of as a 6-time champion with the Bulls, a Hall of Famer, etc., etc., etc. But somewhere is an indelible stain called quitting on your team with 1.7 seconds left in the game. Unavoidable, Scottie. It ain't going away. The Last Dance was brilliant. Brought a lot of joy, brought a lot of inspiration. Really great job by Mandalay Sports Media and ESPN. Look, there's no question. Chicago will always be a Bears NFL town. But what the Bulls did in the 90s, that dynasty, easily surpasses anything the Bears, Blackhawks, White Sox, or Cubs have done. Easily. The Chicago Bulls, and I was in Chicago. I lived not far from the United Center when all this was going on in the 90s. And to get this trip down memory lane with The Last Dance was awesome. Really, really awesome. And for all of us, it gave us an escape from the sci-fi world we're currently living in. So a big shout out to Mandalay Sports Media and ESPN for bringing us The Last Dance. The rest of the sports world, you're up. Bring something for us. Please, we need it. The Weekly Opine Sports, thank you.